All right, we should be live now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of Mission ImBEARable, a 6-session-long Honey Heist game. Honey Heist is a very fun game by Grant Howitt. There's always going to be a shout out to that. And we're just going to go around and reintroduce ourselves and our characters. So, Conti, why don't you get us started?
Hi, I'm Lord Conti. You can call me Lord. You can call me Conti. You can call me Cody. I'll be playing Boo Boo Bear, who's about to had to deal with 2 grizzly bears who are not happy to see us.
No, they are not. Jeanette.
Hello, I am Jeanette, and I am playing Josie Shades, the honey badger thief who used to be a private eye, maybe? But that is who I am today.
All right, and Deirdre.
Hello, y'all. I'm Deirdre, or Practical Thesmia for you. You see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. And today I'm Miss Robin Snare, and, well, I'm making myself a statement in this bar at the moment.
All right. Andy, whenever you're good. We'll skip ahead.
There we go. Sorry about that. I forgot to put my phone on mute.
All right. Andy, why don't you introduce?
I'm Andy, Ubiquitous Chicken on Twitter. I will be playing Misha Solikov, who is Honey Badger Muscle.
All right. Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess. Sorry, I'm sick today, but here I'm excited to play Ursa Bitbiter, the panda bear hacker. And apparently I'm allergic to some of this old tech they've given me, but ready to. Couldn't bear not being here, guys.
Couldn't bear.
And finally, Irene.
Hello, I am the fairy ring on the Twitter. Today I am Bernadette, your Uber driver to get you to the honey on time. Right now I am driving around in a right-hand circle with a left-hand turn signal, eating my sugar-coated bamboo that the wonderful Ursa had bear dropped to us from the eBay before we set out on our mission. Now I'm waiting for them to come out and we will go to our next location.
Don't forget, you're also dipping it in honey.
Yes, I do have the honey, but not the honey.
Not the good stuff.
Not the good stuff. But it
All
is
right.
clover honey.
That is true. All right. So last game, the bears were assembled by the Fuzzy Bear investigators, or the FBI, and were told that a top secret honey formula was stolen. And this formula was for honey of nearly exceptional yumminess, otherwise known as honey. They were dispatched to a bear club called Girl, which is run by Wheezy and Breezy, the beautiful twins. Who are kind of low-level criminals, but through some FBI monitoring, it's been revealed that they're getting some stuff that's a little above their pay grade. So it's a little suspicious. So the Bears decided to go to the club and got in either through hacking through the back door or just talking their way right past the security guard. They had eventually met in the back. Bernadette is circling the club, trying to just keep busy, while Josie and Ursa went off to explore some other rooms, and the rest of the crew went into the private office of Wheezy and Breezy, twin weasels, who weren't very happy about seeing some people burst into their office and demand that they now own the club. And a little bit of conflict ensued, and two grizzly bear guards started to very slowly, menacingly walk towards the group. So we jump right back in as Wheezy and Breezy kind of take a couple steps back in the room and just let these two large grizzly bears slowly just keep menacingly walking towards you guys.
Well, I do declare, Bobo, Misha, darlings, this is your problem. You don't. That's what they're for.
Misha takes that opportunity to puff up a little bit more, crack his knuckles, and get ready for some carnage.
Oh, are you gonna fight one of them?
If they move any closer, yes.
They've kind of,
Hold on, Misha. Let me talk to him real fast.
they did kind of stop. They're about like 5 feet from you guys, standing shoulder to shoulder. But they haven't tried to attack yet, but they're still in like an intimidating pose.
Well, you can talk to them, Bobo. I'm going to shift myself over here. And she's going to sort of slide to the side of the room so that she can see Wheezy and Breezy.
Okay.
Hello, fellas. I hope you're having a very good day.
They just kind of, their eyes just kind of narrow a little bit as they look at you.
Have you ever heard of me? Boo Boo Bear?
They kind of look at each other, kind of to each other. And the one on the right goes, nope.
Well, as you are, I've already declared, Misha here is associated with the Russian families in the area. I'm Boo Boo Bear. I associate with the Italian families in the area.
They just kind of look at each other.
You know, the big time organized crime?
They kind of look at each other again and kind of look over their shoulders at Wheezy and Breezy, and Wheezy's just like, and the one who talked before just goes, what's your point?
Why do you think we're here?
I don't know.
All right. You know the Russian and the Italian families don't get along, right?
You're starting to get the impression that these are dumber than your average bears.
I know. I'm putting thoughts into their head so they can possibly connect A to B and like, oh crap.
Okay.
Now Wheezy and Breezy have been getting higher grade honey than what they should be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have they been sharing any of that with you?
Some.
Well, at least you got that perk. The families have noticed, but they've also gained notice of other more reputable, how do you say, law enforcement. And the families don't like that.
Law enforcement.
Yeah.
Indeed, darling.
Who? Who?
Like, that doesn't matter. The thing is, Wheezy and Breezy are about to be out. Permanently, if you understand.
They hear that and just kind of lean forward. You killed them?
No. They would just disappear. No one would know what happened to them, but everyone would know what happened to them.
Precisely.
You kill? At this point, Breezy just kind of, you hear her sigh. She goes, What do you all want? Just what do you want?
Well, as we said, this is ours now, and these two gentlemen standing in our way might want to go take a little walk. But we have ourselves an adult conversation.
Yeah, why don't you two go grab some free honey?
Breezy kind of looks through everyone. One of them stays. The other goes.
Why don't you two go grab some free honey? We'll talk with these two.
One stays. One goes.
If you interrupt me one more time, I will eat you.
Wise guy.
No, I am old, and in a business where you don't get old. I am long in the tooth.
I just don't understand why we can't have one protection.
Darling, your protection is the fact that you're currently talking. And I really don't think one of them is going to stop either Bobo or Misha. So, your choice is these have a conversation with us as grown-ass adults, and these fine folk take their walk. Or Misha makes a mess.
Breezy kind of looks over at Misha, kind of sizes Misha up. Little small, isn't he?
Look, don't ever insult the bear wrestler.
No.
She kind of looks over at Wheezy, and the two kind of, it looks like they're kind of having a silent conversation between the two of them. And then Wheezy crosses her arms, looks at the two grizzly bears, goes, "Wait outside." And the bears kind of hesitate a moment before they do leave the room. Now,
like I said, go grab some honey. Go relax. We have other associates in the hall. Don't worry about them.
About the time that those two bears leave the room, they can hear through the music, beep, beep, as I drive by the front entrance and keep circling.
Well, now I think it's time for ourselves to have an adult conversation. And she's going to find herself a chair to kind of lounge in.
Mm-hmm.
And pick up the phone and text Bernadette, "We're fine. Keep going." Now that the unpleasantries are out of the way, Bobo, do we think that these young ladies here actually know anything that's going on, or are they just in our way?
Yeah, they probably don't know. Yeah, they probably don't know anything, but we'll talk to them, see what they do know, and then we'll decide if I eat them or not.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, that's the point.
What do you want? You still haven't said what you want. You just come in, you say you own this club. You don't tell us what you want.
Darling, you got the attention of the fuzz on some product that you are carrying in this establishment.
Hey, we bought that fair and square. We bought it.
And who stole it?
It's legit.
Darling, who stole it?
It's
okay.
legit.
All right. Where did you get it from?
From the store down the street.
That don't
Look.
smell like store-bought in the back room. Store-bought's on the front, honey. What's in that back room?
Well, we keep the good stuff for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not going to sell that. Why would we
Where'd you get-
sell to the stupid bears out front?
Boba, I do believe we have a failure to communicate.
Yeah, I believe we do.
I think we're communicating just fine.
You're being looked into by law enforcement because you're getting higher grade honey than what you should be able to get.
And we bought that honey. We just got a little more money now.
From who?
From the supplier of our honey. I don't understand why you're not getting this.
Darling, when I say from who, I want a name, I want a phone number, I want an address, I want contact details. I want details.
We bought it from Bet, who always gives us our honey. I don't understand what the problem is.
I'm not talking about that store-bought you serve for the peons outside. I'm talking about what's in that back room that I can smell from here.
Go look at it.
Boo Boo will go to the back room.
Okay. You open the back room and you see a couple smaller barrels of honey. And they all have like a stamp on it that's associated with like a normal honey supplier.
Boo Boo will look at them, see if there's anything, like if they've been forged or anything.
Okay. You kind of look closer at the barrels. They seem pretty legit from what you're looking at. Roll me a criminal.
All right. 3.
What's your criminal stat?
3.
Okay. So you look at it and the barrels are very legit looking, but you do notice they look a little old.
So they've probably been reused, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you kind of get the impression that maybe they put other stuff into these barrels.
I'm going to roll the oldest looking one out.
Okay. You grab one, it's kind of one a little bit tucked in the corner, and you roll it out into the main room. And as you do it, Breezy points out and goes, "See? Legit.
Yeah, but these barrels are old. They've been repackaged. And he's gonna bust it open.
Okay. You bust it open, and honey starts to just spill out onto the carpet. And they look out. That's gonna take forever to get out. What are you doing?
That's why you never reuse a barrel for honey. It contaminates the product. So if you're reusing barrels, there's something else going on.
Plus, you don't really use barrels for honey.
No, not really. It's kind of awkward. Misha, why don't you taste that? Let me know what you think.
Misha does exactly that.
Okay. Misha, you totter over and you kind of get a little scoopful of it, sniff it, kind of let it air like it's a nice glass of brandy. You're just like, and you take a quick lick of it, and it tastes like honey, like it's a higher quality honey, but nothing seems off about it.
So probably not the honey.
No. You feel like you may have had this type of honey before, but it's not the honey.
Unfortunately, I do not think this is what we are looking for.
I won't wait for it to drain.
But
I'm going to shake the barrel.
I will take this for evidence.
You just stand there in the corner with a very
Just
sticky paw.
the very bones.
All right, you start to shake the barrel a little bit and roll me a bear.
Me roll a bear?
No, Boo Boo.
Okay, I was like,
I rolled a 5.
5. Okay. You keep shaking it, and it takes like you're just being very rough with this barrel, and you do very, 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 very faintly hear sounds like glass hitting wood.
Do I smell that? Is my little sun bear ability to smell all the best honey?
Roll me a bear, and you get to roll 2d6 since that is your special.
2 ones.
Nice. So you hear the faint clink, and then you just get hit by the most tantalizing, amazing aroma you've ever smelt in your life.
Boo Boo, darling.
Hmm?
False bottom.
Can I just break it or
Yeah.
do we want to?
There's something in there we might want to save, so break it a little carefully, but somebody's trying to sneak something through. You know what I mean?
Pacha!
All right, you gotta karate chop the barrel.
It's more like a flat hand slap, but yeah.
Okay. Either way, the false bottom kind of pops out of it, and very slowly out rolls this tiny, tiny little glass vial. And the first thing you notice is that it has a very faint glow to it.
Now
What is it?
this, I hand it to Robin.
She puts it in her handbag. Her Louis, you know.
Yes. You see the twins kind of look at each other nervous. I don't know how that got there.
Darlings, if you're gonna lie to me, at least pretend that you're putting effort into it.
You see Breezy just sigh again, go, okay, what do you want to know? Just tell us what you want to know and leave us alone.
Well, right now, what I really kind of want is to watch Misha have some fun with you because you lied to me. But Boo Boo did say we couldn't make a giant mess.
And besides, if he has a little fun with me, then, oops, I can't talk no more. You won't know anything.
Oh, no, darling. He can have just enough fun with you so that you can still talk. You don't need your tail to talk now, do you?
You touch my tail, I swear.
What?
I don't know yet.
What?
Give me
It's
a
right
second.
out. if you don't.
Wheezy, what do I swear? Wheezy goes, I don't know.
Yeah. Misha, make a note. They really don't need that tail to talk. Also, see, here's the thing, honeys. Y'all got the attention of some folk that cause a right problem for the rest of us, and, well, we don't like that. So we're going to take that, and you're going to tell my dear friend Boo Boo here everything he wants to know. And then Misha might take your tail.
Okay, what? Then ask your questions.
How'd you come across that vial?
It was given to us.
I don't think so.
It was.
Look, I did not just spend 6 hours being grilled by certain agents, asking questions about you and my association with you about this specialty honey.
Remember how I said I wanted names, addresses, the full, well, 311 as it were?
It was given to us by Clarice. She gave it to us because we helped out a little bit in a different situation and we got rewarded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest.
Address.
That may be a little difficult.
Way to contact.
That's also a little difficult.
All right.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Unless she contacts you.
Well, if you want to go to her, it's difficult. If she wants to come to you, it's not. But she came to us. We helped her out, did what she wanted, and then she left. You could go to her if you want, but it's going to be hard.
I need more details other than a name, description, associations.
She's a red panda, and I don't know who she associates with. She didn't give us much info.
This is why you're attracting the attention of the fuzz. You can't think for yourselves.
Well, what do you want?
A better clientele of criminal, obviously.
Well, then go talk to her.
Boo-boo, honey, is there any value in continuing talking to these ladies?
No, I think we got everything we need. I'm going to take these barrels in the back.
Do you want me to see if we can find some more of those nice little vials?
No, well, we know the trick, so now we can easily get to the vials. First, we're going to take these barrels with us. I'm going to go talk to my boss. Misha's going to go talk to hers.
We paid for those. We paid for the honey and the barrels.
And now we're taking...
But you did not pay for special vials. Those were gifted. Now they are being re-gifted.
There's only the one.
But honey, why do you think we're actually going to believe a word that comes out of your mouth right now?
Because I'm being honest with you now.
But you lied to me first, honey.
Yeah, but then you found out I lied, so now I'm being honest.
They were to do some sort of like bear insight.
Roll me a criminal.
All right. Sorry. That is a 6.
You're not getting a read on these weasels.
Not good.
They're being very weaselly in their responses. So you're not quite sure. Go get the barrels if you want. There's nothing else in them. Just steal from us. That's fine.
It's not stealing. It's, how they say, paying for protection.
We don't need protection. That's what the bears were for.
No. It's fire protection. It's make sure you're say a bear doesn't come in here and start a forest fire.
What? Look, I'm giving you all the info you're asking for.
And
I told you where we got the vial from. I told you if you want to find her, I could tell you where she is, but it's kind of hard to get there. But
yeah, but you've been very, very rodent-like in your approach to things.
That's uncalled for. I know what you're saying. That's uncalled for.
I think it's called for. I don't take kindly to folk that lie to me. I also, darlings, don't take kindly to being upcharged for store-bought. Did I tell you, Boo-Boo? They put store-bought in their VIP section.
No, I can smell that from a mile away.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we gave it to the pandas because they're stupid. They don't realize that it's better. Those three are idiots. Trust me.
Can Ursa hear this from outside the door?
Ursa's in the security room, just like watching through a camera, but can't hear anything.
Well then.
Do you want to know where Clarice is? Do you
Yep.
want to know where she is?
Mhm.
Fine. She's in the big, scary metal place. You know where
That's not-
the one where the humans go to gawk at us?
Oh, you mean Oh.
She's in the zoo.
Interesting.
So
Boo Boo, I haven't been to the zoo in a while. I think I still might know some folk there. I think I might have left some folk there.
I think Pisley's still there.
Ooh. We'll have to talk. But yes.
Then he goes to the back room and starts rolling the barrels out.
all right, you roll the barrels out. You don't hear any more like glass clinking around or anything. But you roll out all the barrels and they just kind of look at you all very angrily.
Well, this was a very pleasant conversation. We'll be sure to inform Victor that you were very, very helpful. Not.
Yeah. Okay, can you go now?
Misha, do you want their tails?
Misha just grins,
I
like
swear.
jukes towards them.
We'll hold that in reserve for the next time we have to come back and have a conversation. Don't forget, Wheezy, Breezy, we was never here. Have
I
yourselves
wish
a
you weren't.
Beep, beep.
They blow
We're
the
coming.
All right, and we're gonna cut to Josie, who decided to sneak into the other office room and poke around.
That's right. So I open the door and I slide inside and shut the door quiet behind me. What do I see?
You see a small desk with a bunch of paper on it, some books, and then you see a couple of filing cabinets.
I'm going for the filing cabinets. That's where they usually keep the important papers.
Okay, you go to the first filing cabinet and you open the drawers, kind of start thumbing through it, and you just see like a bunch of business records, like they bought this honey at this cost, kind of just like normal business expenses, things like that.
I'm gonna kind of search around and see if I notice any like hidden fake bottom drawers or secret hiding places where they might hide the important paperwork.
Roll me a criminal,
All right, I'm at a 4 for that.
and you'll have 2 because you're thieving around,
Yeah. Okay, come on, new dice.
and you're used to looking for this type of stuff.
I got a 3 and a 5, so
Okay, so you pass and you start looking around, and with all the filing cabinets, because you start opening the other one, see some more business records, you don't really find anything in these filing cabinets of use. No hidden switches, no false bottom drawers, nothing like that.
weasels, they don't know how to do this properly. Is there a desk or anything around?
There is a desk. There's some books on it that are open. They kind of, from a distance, they kind of look like business ledgers, and there are a couple of drawers on it.
I would just quickly ruffle through the desk and maybe take a glance and see if anything makes sense of the paperwork.
Looking at the paperwork on top, it's again, this is kind of what it looks like where they do their business, and the other office is probably more where they hang out. You start to rifle through the drawers and just find like snacks, little tiny jars of honey, but as soon as you pick it up, you can tell this is just like normal honey.
Put it in my bag.
And you go to pull out like the middle drawer, like the long skinny drawer on it, and you can't open it.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna try and use my little long claw and see if I can't pop
Okay.
this baby open.
Roll me another criminal.
Oh boy. Am I getting 2 dice because I'm criminaling?
Since you're thieving.
That's what I'm doing. All right, boom. Ah, I got 2 6s.
Oh no. You're kind of, your claw gets a little stuck in there and you can't, takes you a while to pull it out. but the drawer does not unlock.
Do I see anything around that I could use to just break it open?
Trying to think if there would be anything there. Not really.
I should have brought Misha with me.
I mean, you are also a honey badger.
Can I try to rip it apart?
Yes. Roll me for bear.
Okay.
If you're using carnage,
Carnage.
You'll get the 2d6.
All right. I find nothing, so I'm just like,
You go into a little honey badger rage.
I get a 2 and a 6, but the 2 is good enough.
Okay. You kind of just start clawing at it, just like furiously rage. Wood chips start flying around you as you're just digging at it. Eventually, you just hoist as hard as you can, and the drawer comes flying out, and you kind of stumble back with it before it lands on top of you.
I roll out from underneath and I quickly look inside.
You look inside the drawer, and as you start, there's a whole bunch of papers in here. As you start looking through the papers, you start to realize this is kind of their criminal operation.
I'm going to. How is it? Is it too many to say like roll up and like shoving my like side satchel?
I mean, it'd be kind of a tight fit, but you could probably get it all.
I look in my bag. I sadly remove one of the little pots of honey, put it on the ground, shove all the papers in, and then down the honey, throw it away. Ha! I got the paraphernalia. Let's go.
All right. And then you duck on out of the room.
I go to the door and just sort of open it and slide against the wall and then close it behind me.
All right. And as you start to come out of the wall, you do see 2 grizzly bears at the end of the hallway that you didn't notice before. They definitely were not there when you snuck into the room.
Are they looking at me?
They have now noticed you.
I will tip my hat and turn to the door that goes out to the club.
Okay.
And casually stroll toward the door.
All right. You start to walk towards the door, and you open it, and just as you start to close the door, you just hear, "Hey!" and then the door shuts. And you're in the main part of the club. You see all the bear booties dancing. Everyone's just raving. It's a good time.
Josie's just gonna work her way across the dance floor to the door.
All right. Ursa, was there anything in particular you wanted to do in the security room?
I think from the security room, Ursa was listening into the conversation happening in the other room, and she's just like, "Stupid weasels! They don't even know. No darn panda wants their garbage honey anyway. Don't even have bamboo. What a stupid place!" And it's like just angrily typing away and trying to see if she can find any records on this Clarice red panda that came to visit. Like, see if she can get any information about this person, and or I think the things that she zoned in on from the conversation were red panda and zoo.
Okay. Roll me a criminal.
And because I'm hacking, I get 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, just barely. I got a 3.
Okay. You start getting into the main computer system because there's like a security console and then another side computer. So you're typing away, again, outdated technology because why does nobody have good
stupid old dusty computers?
And you start pulling up some information, and really the only thing of note you find is you see a document, a like computer file document, and it mentions Clarice. And the gist of it is basically where they were meant to go meet her at, and like the certain time of when to go and do that. and you kind of recognize the address. It's not too far from where you are. And you kind of look at the file a little more and you see it's about a week old. So you're not sure like when this meeting's supposed to happen.
So I have a location, but not an exact.
Yeah, like you have the location of where they met with Clarice at. You just don't know if like that's if they met in the past, if this was just a one-time thing, like anything like that.
Okay. I guess that's good enough. There's nothing. All the tech is really crappy in here. There's nothing worth taking.
Not really. I mean, it's mainly just like the display monitors of the little security cameras. So you see into the main office, you saw Josie destroy a desk in a fit of rage. You see the grizzly bears in the hallway, and then you see a couple shots of the main club area, and you see all the bear booties getting down. And you kind of squid, and you can see this tiny little honey badger dancing across the dance floor.
Dang, she's got good bear moves. Yeah.
And that's really all you find in here.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna make my way back outside too.
Okay. And then back to the other three. What were you all up to?
Oh, I'm moving the honey out.
We
Okay.
should
I send a text to Bernadette. Darling, come around the back door. We have some product to pick up.
I imagine that the cars are beeping behind me because I just stopped at the red light and I'm trying to figure it out. And so staring and I don't see it. And back to where, back. Oh, the back door. Ah, beep, beep. And I'll make my way around to the back and try to stage. And I'll go so that I don't want to park again, but the Uber is on time, so we must stage it perfect. And I'm gonna like real slow creep crawl so that I can stage it perfectly so that when they throw open the door, the van rolls into place. You know?
Yeah. And you do somehow manage to time it perfectly. As soon as the door opens, you see the van kind of like slowly creep in, and you just hear all these horns blaring of the people driving behind Bernadette.
Your Uber driver is on time. The snacks are here. Do you have the goodies? Get in quick.
After you, gentlemen.
rolling barrels into the back door. Just open the back doors and start rolling them in.
And, like the barrels are come up like right about to Misha's chin, so it's kind of just like you just see the head.
I'm going to take the smallest barrel, give it to the two grizzlies.
They kind of look at the barrel.
This is yours. Don't give it back to the weasels. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay. And then they just open the barrel and just the one just full on like Winnie the Pooh's it just head in just
Good.
I
The other
smell
one's
a
like-
lot of honey back there. This is good. No?
Josie, we'll meet you around. Well,
you don't see Josie.
And Josie
Ursa-
doesn't have a cell phone.
Josie doesn't have a cell. Ursa, where's Josie?
I was saying that I was gonna meet up with Josie. I was going out that way.
Okay, so you went out the
So
front.
I was gonna like maybe like come up and like dance alongside Josie for a second and then make her way out to the front door.
Okay, so
Alright,
you two make your way out to the front door.
So I
You
take,
must hurry. We have another delivery. If there's more people, there's only one other door. Uber cannot be late.
Uber is never late, darling. We appreciate it.
But it's not
But-
all of you. Hurry.
Front door, we're fine. We're here. Let's go.
Doors are closed. The buckles are click. Click.
Everyone kind of like stumbles back a little bit. Misha has to hold on.
now seeing her like doing the walk on like a barrel roll, like where the barrel's rolling. She's pawing, trying not to fall. Spinning.
She's like Misha's on top of them, just like the log running at the lumberjack games. Misha's just on top trying to maintain.
He is struggling.
Yeah. He eventually gets down to like all fours trying to just stay balanced. And then the ImBEAR comes screeching around the corner to the front door as Josie and Ursa exit.
Bernadette,
Yes.
that was a pleasant experience, as always. Maybe a little more warning next time, just a touch more.
No, with the warning, you don't get the same zoom. You need the surprise.
And I love your surprises, darling.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna slide like the window down and go, or slide the door open and go, Josie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Ursa, come on. No more dancing. We gotta go. Climb in, go to the front seat, check that my seatbelt's still buckled, sit down on the seat. I got the paraphernalia right here in my bag.
The
We got,
honey?
we got extra honey.
Oh, I got some honey too, but no, I got like their like stuff. Like we got some information on the weasels.
Well, more information is always good. Hey Ursa, were you able to find anything about a Miss Clarice? Apparently,
I was I was listening in on your conversation, and I managed to find a location, but not a time. These weasels aren't very organized.
About this time, the radio station has been like clicking back and forth, and finally there's some music that's got like a good little bass beat to it. There, now the dancing can continue on the road. ImBEAR is off. And
Hey.
again, it's a
We're now ImBEAR XL.
Hey, ImBEAR.
yes.
Can you find a McGrizzlies? I'm a bit hungry.
We can try. They have that little honey dip. It's really good. You should
Look,
try.
a McGrizzly or a Winnie's, but no Taco Bear.
No, never a Taco Bear.
But what's wrong with Taco Bear?
I like Taco Bear. It's
Yeah.
tasty.
The last time Boo Boo had the Taco Bear, we all experienced it afterwards. It was not a pleasant experience. We don't want the Taco Bear.
You gotta pace yourself, Boo Boo.
No, it's just the Taco Bear. It's made to be quick food, and it comes in quick, goes out quick.
This is true. America does have a lot of this quick stuff. It's all about the quick, but I like the quick with the cars.
I prefer to sit down with a nice cracker honey barrel and just take my time.
Oh, they have that vegetable soup that's so good. It's like still chunky and it's really good.
I mean, if we're taking votes, I always prefer myself a Pandera.
Don't even mention that with their non-BMO stuff. What's wrong with BMOs? Nothing.
I don't really care. I really do like their soup, and their salads are fabulous. They put a lot of extra meat inside them, and they got that little that sweet honey dressing.
I am smelling. Did y'all get the honey? I'm smelling something different.
Ooh, here. And she pulls out of her purse. Bernadette, smell this. This is what we're chasing down, apparently.
Whoa, but yeah, you gotta drive and dance, drive and smell.
But
Yeah, you're kind of
so
Yeah,
distracting,
Bernadette
and we're
is
like
still
all
just-
over.
Bernadette is swerving all over, but still just circling the same block.
Yeah, because they've not told me where they want to truly go yet. So, I've got to be on course to go the right way.
Okay, so let's find ourselves a McGrizzly. We can decide whether we're going. I mean, apparently Clarice lives in the zoo, and I don't know about you, but it's complicated.
There is a McGrizzle by the zoo over that way. And the car just like,
You
Well,
do, like,
I
a
imagine we're
U-turn
over
in
the
middle of a
median.
street. Yeah.
yeah, we're like totally driving over the median and through the little strip and back
Like,
up. And
you fully almost crash into somebody as you do this.
Sorry.
Oh no, we made it. You only apologize if you go clunk. If you make it, you just go. You
Okay.
just go. This is what you do. We will be there soon.
And
Do
she
I
pokes a
seem
little
to be
smile back in
about? Do I seem to be about the same speed as the others?
You are moving at the same speed as everybody else right now. Like now that you actually have a destination in mind, you're moving with the normal flow of traffic. You're still getting horn honking because you're still not driving straight, just kind of swerving all over the place. And you see a couple of the humans give you a one finger salute.
Josie, you
Yeah.
need to take care of that. Being a navigator, when they wave like that, you have to wave back the same way. Or they get mad.
I do I'll do the thing with one little claw sticking up. I hang halfway out the window and just keep waving as we go.
That is very human. Your disguise is perfect.
And as you lean out the window, you see other cars start to swerve because they just see this honey badger pop out of the window. Like teeth just like and it kind of looks like they're giving this bear's giving them the finger and this honey badger's giving them the middle finger. It's a scary sight to see.
We are almost there. We are almost there. You know, I kind of ate all of my bamboo snacks. Y'all were gone a very long time.
Well, which means we should get some of those fried bamboos at the McGrizzlies.
Yes, it will be good.
They're perfectly wonderful, but it's one of those things you always got to eat them hot. Like they can't be cold.
You know, that's one of them things you can't get out that Panbera because they don't do those. They just do like they give you a baguette instead of the yummy sticks. So,
agree. I
Well,
like
you just
this.
need to ask for the You just need to ask for the bamboo. It's on offer. You just need to know to ask for it.
it's not on the menu.
Not
Oh, they
everything
have a
needs to be on the
secret menu. Did you know this? All these places, they have secret menus. They don't tell you about it. But all of a sudden, one day I was at the McGriddles and they came out with a bamboo press on a stick that was dipped in something sugary and I don't know. It was brown and it had this deep, dark flavor. It was so good. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't on the menu. It was nowhere there. And I said, I want one of those. And they gave me one. And to this day, I don't know what it was called. So I can't order it again.
So next time I go, I sneak in back and find the secret menu. Okay, I got you.
Oh my gosh, can we just go get the bamboo, please?
Oh,
But why are you guys doing this?
And by the way,
Is this
Bernadette, that's chocolate covered bamboo.
That's chocolate? I've heard of this chocolate. I have had it. I thought I'd never had chocolate. I've had chocolate. Okay. You learn something new every day as a new bear driver.
And you keep driving for a couple minutes before you pass this building with all these humans milling around with some giant golden arches in front of it. But you know a little better. And you pull into this alleyway and you see kind of the equivalent of basically a food truck set up close to the Golden Arch place, but kind of tucked away a little bit so no one's bothering it.
See, and now we are here. You are safely here. We get some of the fries. Then we get some of the little honey dipping sauce. It'll be good.
All right, well, who's gonna go get all this? I know. And she reaches into her bag and pulls out this one. This one will work fine.
All right, what's everyone want?
I want the fries and the honey dipping sauce.
yeah, that too.
I want the bamboo and the honey dipping sauce. Ooh, and I want the honey fried chicken.
1 second. Pulls off his hat, pulls out a notepad.
Well,
The honey fried chicken with the bamboo fries.
The bamboo fries do sound very tasty. Very tasty.
Fries, honey dipping sauce ×2.
Oh, and here, when you go, here's this one.
Misha?
And you'll notice the name on the credit card doesn't match anybody in this room. In the car.
Misha
Is that
points at
is
Rob.
that Nick Paddywhack's credit card?
That what?
I don't know what you mean, darling.
Uh-huh.
Misha
Somewhere-
points at Robin.
Somewhere Nick's trying to pay for a coffee, and he's like, wait.
Poor Nick.
Somebody please buy Nick the coffee. You
But,
can find the link in the chat for Nick's coffee.
You
They
could go to paypal.com/NickPattywhack.
They got the Uber Eats. We'll just have them deliver it today.
Yes, it's brilliant.
It's okay. I got both Nicks and Knacks.
We have the fine dining then. We're going to need more of the go-go juice for the van if we're going to go. We could go on an eating tour while we're finding the honey. They say we have expenses. Our expenses to eat out.
Well, if I'm not paying for mine, I also want a hot honey sundae too.
They have that?
Uh,
Yes, they do.
I want one of those too.
I need some of the. I'm gonna have a bamboo salad to be a little bit reasonable, but then they also got those bamboo boba teas. I want one of those.
Oh.
Bamboo
Misha?
boba teas.
I,
Misha points at Ursa and says, I will have what lady is having.
Right, I'll be right back.
All right.
this is
I
good.
hobble out with the long list and the credit card.
Yeah, you go up and you go to the little food truck. It's run by a little grizzled looking grizzly bear, kind of hunched over a little bit. You place the order and you hand over the credit card, and it's actually not, these are bear credit cards, so they don't actually, they're just basically little things of plastic. So they just swipe it, nothing happens, there's no money exchange, and then they just hand over all the food to you. It's kind of like, it's at the point in bear society where you're just kind of mimicking what the humans do, even though you don't fully understand everything that the humans are doing. So you're just, so it's like just a plastic thing, and they go swipe, and then they give you food and other things.
The
Bear economy is very.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Bearnopoly commerce. It's perfect.
Exactly. And then you get all the food, and you kind of have to hoard it all carefully as you make your way back to the van.
Also, in
Go-
this
go ahead.
space, the technologies are good. I like what it has done.
I like elbow the van. Someone open the door.
Rosie
Robin
leans out the window and picks her sundae off the top.
Well, thank you,
Hey.
darling.
You see this golden shake?
You had to go for the shake now, didn't you?
I always have to go for the shake. It's
That
it's
was
one.
the
It's
shake was going.
if we would have stopped at Winnie's, I would have got a honey frosty.
Well, the shakes are better.
That's depending on who you are.
True. But bring it, and she like starts handing things out for people.
I hear
well-
if you dip the bamboo in the sundae, it is quite good.
Yes. It is like the salty and the sweet combined together perfectly. Mm.
I've heard that, but mostly I like my bamboo with bamboo in bamboo.
Covered in honey.
Bamboo.
I know what I like, and it's bamboo.
There's nothing wrong with that. She can enjoy what she likes.
This is true.
So
The
Ursa,
salad is really just like little sticks of bamboo just kind of put into a little dish that you just kind of eat with your
Yeah, like-
hands.
Fancy shredded bamboo and fine diced and chopped chunks.
Yeah, basically.
Crouton stalks.
All right, so here's what I found, and like shares the location, like pulls up the location on whatever like old tech is available in this.
Yeah,
Like, it
you
doesn't
do,
work for a second, and she like smacks it. She's just like,
and it kind of like flashes a little bit, then eventually displays. And you see it's back in the direction of where the club was.
well, that's where they met us. Do we know? Well, here's a question. Does anybody know anything about Clarice other than the fact that she hangs out and she's unfortunately stuck in the zoo for most of the, well, no, she pretends she's stuck in the zoo. I
Red
mean,
Panda. That's
They say that Clarice had a bad experience with lambs, and that is why she lives in the zoo.
I mean,
Who would have an extensive criminal background?
one of you is a rookie.
Yeah.
That's what a good
So
thing, rookie.
everyone who has kind of an extensive criminal background, roll me a criminal.
Do I get 2 dice because I'm a thief?
No, this is just kind of like a generic.
I rolled a 1.
This is the equivalent of a history check you're doing.
Josie has no idea.
Okay.
Well, Boo Boo and Robin both rolled a
Yeah.
1.
Boo Boo and Robin. It didn't click when you were in the club because you were kind of intent on just basically being mean to the beautiful twins. But now that
That
you
sounds
think
so
about
bad that way.
And
And we're of the order and family of Ursa, and they are Rodentia. I'm sorry, there are certain things in natural order of evolution that are required.
But now that you're in a different setting, you kind of start thinking, do you remember hearing the name Clarice? She's kind of one of the quote unquote mythical criminals. Like everybody, she finds you if she wants something. You don't typically find her. And she's pretty high up in the criminal chain. Like she's been in the game for a while. She's very hard to catch. Like no one's actually caught her. Any of like the law enforcement, like the FBI or anything like that. And I'm trying to think of the best. She's basically just kind of like a secret agent who's quote unquote like a mercenary, where like if people need a job done, they might be able to use. She's what?
She's John Wick.
Essentially.
And she retired to the zoo because she's,
Well, she stays in the zoo as kind of her cover.
Yeah.
And then can get out to do her criminal stuff, and then she slips back in.
Okay, I'm officially going to date myself now. Who else is having either Hogan's Heroes or Pound Puppies flashbacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hogan's Heroes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
She's kind of a mixture of John Wick and Black Widow. Like that's kind of the vibe she has.
She gets 3 hits in the
Robin drops her cigarette and almost lights his hand on fire.
Robin, you must be careful with that. That was one bad human thing to pick up.
Especially since, these stupid weasels had to put honey in barrels.
Of course they did. So, Boo Boo, you know Clarice, right? Or
I know of her, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we're not gonna just be able to walk up to the zoo and have ourselves a fine conversation.
No, but we probably could if she wants to keep her cover.
Well, I know that you used to hang out with some folk out west, I believe it was. Would you be able to leverage that for an introduction?
Or, I could, just have Ursa pull up a schematic of the zoo and we can try to stage a kidnapping.
I'm up for either. I haven't had a kidnapping in... Well, when was the last time we were in Paris, Bernadette?
It was 2 years ago. And Elsa, be careful. Be careful that when you pull up the schematics that you don't take the GPS away. Remember last time the schematics came and I almost drove off the bridge because I thought it was the turn and it was a door.
No. That was. We're not going to do that again. So who's up for a little panda napping?
This could be interesting.
I don't want to sleep like the pandas. They are up in the tree. I like to have a little den to cozy into.
Listen, our cousins, the red pandas, they're a little different than us. They're a little more jumpy. Might be hard to get their hands on them. Just saying. I'll find her, but like this, you already said she's kind of a spook. And like, you ever seen them red pandas? They're all like all the time. They're crazy.
I think we're the most qualified group to do this, though. We got all the bears covered here.
All our bears is covered.
Maybe if we just arranged a quiet intro, maybe we use it not so much as a band nap and as an in and out conversation. Because let's be honest, Boo Boo, what you know from Clarice and from what I know of Clarice, she would never deal with them beautiful twins. They're too low.
No, I'm thinking someone in the FBI actually hired her.
You think she is a plant?
No. She was hired by someone in the FBI. They want the honey for themselves.
Oh, the
No,
inside job.
What I'm saying is I don't think Clarice would ever deign to deal with the beautiful twins for anything less than necessity. She knows better clientele of criminals than that.
Well, especially since they seem to give up a name pretty quick. I mean, you don't give up the name of your source. You make up something before you give up the name. That's just bad.
Yeah, Clarice and those weasels really seem like polar opposites.
Exactly.
Well, when you've been in the game as long as I have, you learn that sometimes weasels are a great tool for the job.
And that's why they end up dead so frequently.
Well, every game needs a pawn.
So, are we going to the zoo?
We are almost there. Now you see, I imagine like we're pulling up and it's got like the little entry things and like parking this way and gate that way. And I'm going for the river. This flows by. Whatever parking is by the river because I want the fish snack. I want something crunchy and fresh.
Yeah, you do find a parking spot near the river, and it is nighttime, so there's no other cars in the zoo parking lot. And it looks like it's kind of closed for the evening. But you do find a parking spot. There's a small creek that runs by.
So one thing I found about the zoos, the like normal looking doors where all the humans would come in, security is usually very, very good. But usually these back walls that are the animal pens, they're just trying to focus on keeping the animals out, not so much keeping us out. And it's easy peasy over the walls. We find a good tree, we do bleep, bleep, bleep over the river and through the woods and we're in.
So we just got to find a good position to get to and then we go over the wall?
Exactement.
All right.
Actually, tell me where the red panda pen is.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ursa pulls up. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, she pulls up a zoom map basically, and then it does that thing where it like zooms in and then zooms in again. It's like, here's the red pandas. This is where they're at, kind of over towards the.
Yeah, you pull up the
continent.
zoo's website.
Yeah.
And you pull up a map. And the red
Didn't hack anything, just pulled up the
Yeah,
zoo's
you
website.
You are so good at this.
Yeah,
This is
I
like
know.
magic.
And on the map, the red pandas are kind of dead smack in the center of the zoo.
Yeah.
Like not at like the outer edge, like dead center is
Yeah,
where you see the little red panda symbol.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go past a lot of other stuff to get to the pandas. I told you, they're slippery, they're sneaky, they're in the middle there. Like the real bouncy. You gotta watch out. I don't know.
We don't want to deal with any of the cats. Not any of the cats. Can we get to the red pandas without going through any cats?
I have an idea. Because Clarice needs place to get out without wincing. Something tells me there are underground tunnels that she needs to.
Look, I think I have a way to get her out. Now that I think about it.
Oh,
Do tell.
Can I have the vial? The honey?
Don't get rid of all of it, honey.
Oh, no, I ain't getting rid of any of it. But what do you think Clarice is going to do whenever she sees it?
Well, hopefully she's going to be in a right good mood. I don't feel like I ended up dead today. It doesn't go with my fur complexion.
See, this is why I'm the driver. Yeah, I'm so confused because I thought you said that Clarice sold it to them and then we took it. So why would Clarice be happy to see the honey? I would think she would be like,
Well,
oh shit.
she stole it, so she's going to wonder why we have it.
Exactly. I don't think she would be happy. I think she would be like, what is going on? Why are you here? How did you get that?
And she wants to ask questions.
See, you can use that, Robin.
Well, I always try to have pleasant conversations with folk. I do believe we can do so. Misha, can you and Josie find us a door of the unobvious type?
I believe we can.
Yeah, sure.
It's problem though. It may not serve as good place for anyone larger than, say, honey badger or red panda.
Well, I can make myself small if I have to. You'd be surprised the places I can get in. Wow.
That's a problem for me.
Well, yes, we know. We might just have to open a door for you, honey.
Mm-hmm. I'm good with locks and gates and cages.
Ursa, can you ensure that from here that the humans won't be attracted to anything we do?
You mean on the inside? You want me to check out cameras for anything, or like just keep a lookout out here, or what do you want?
Well, can you make sure that security doesn't call any of the blue lights?
Oh, okay. And then she just pulls up a random website and starts like typing like security systems and is like looking in to see if she can figure out
how to hack security cameras.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Positively no police.
Yeah, you start trying to. This computer's not really gonna give you much information.
Yeah, you said
on
it's
that.
mostly like just cameras and stuff. Like it's not very high class stuff.
It's not very high class. Like you can get to the internet.
Yep.
But also you have no idea what kind of security system the zoo itself has from the outside.
Yeah, I think I would have to go inside. I don't think I can do that from out here.
All right, then. Well, I guess we're all going inside.
Can I roll criminal to see where the best place security boxes would be? You know, in the zoo.
If you, yeah, you can do that.
And do I get 2 dice since I'm a brain?
Yeah, I'll give you 2 on that.
I got 3 and a 2.
You kind of just look at the map that Ursa had originally pulled up of the zoo, and you do see like a little. It looks like the little shields that the people with the blue lights wear, and you kind of put together that like this is showing like where security is inside the zoo itself.
Now pointing out there, Ursa.
Yeah, I guess I could get into one of them. We try and turn stuff off.
Mm-hmm.
Now they probably have some of the humans there.
Not necessarily after hours. I've seen sometimes that the humans like to leave these places and just let the security run itself.
Or sometimes they walk around and they're on in the rooms, and then you can sneak in the rooms while they're not in the rooms, and then you can like do all the stuff while they're not looking.
And I mean, if we need ourselves a distraction, don't those places usually control the doors?
I think it's like locks, lights, that sorts of thing, right? Security.
So if we need ourselves a distraction, Ursa, could you open up all the doors?
Oh gosh, I guess if that's in there, you really want to play with all the animals in the zoo?
I am
I
good for
mean-
the distraction too, because the zoos, they always have these little miniature cars. They're not as fast, but they're really fun. And some of them still have the little lights. And you can kind of zoom with them, but we can go all over the place and we can get from one location to the other very fast and split up and just drive the cars, and they'll be going everywhere. We can have them on the big bear chase while y'all are doing the things in the places you need to be.
I think it's a plan.
Uber is suits to serve.
Okay, so how are you guys gonna get into this place? There is the gate that you drove by that leads through the main entrance of the zoo,
Mm-hmm.
and there is wall perimeter around the whole thing. But as you look at it, you do see there's kind of that scary, spiky, shiny stuff at the top.
I'm gonna look for like some sort of culvert that would be like, sewer tunnel. It's not pleasant, but we'll get us there.
You can roll me a criminal.
Right.
See if you can find something.
5.
Nope. Okay, you kind of started walking the perimeter of the zoo, and the zoo's a lot bigger than you anticipated. And it takes you a while just to get to the first corner, and you're kind of just like, maybe this isn't worth it. And you just kind of start marching your way back to the group.
So while Misha's looking around the perimeter, can Josie look at this gate? What does this gate look like?
Okay, so it's one of those, there's bars on it. They're kind of small. Like you don't think you'll be able to slip through it. But it's one of those gates that are on wheels so it can move, but it is chained and there's a padlock on it.
Are there any like power boxes or anything that like Ursa would be looking for?
At
That
the
sort of
gate?
thing. Electrical. Anywhere along
You see,
around
you
the
kind of
doors
just see
or-
like a, what are they called? Like a breaker box type of deal where it's like kind of the electrical controls, kind of like a little power station on the outside.
I want to try and take it out.
Okay. Roll me criminal with, and you can use 2 because you're trying to
Okay.
kind of hack into it.
Oh my god, I rolled 2 6s. Nope.
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 So you kind of just like looking at it, you start to like reach for it, and then realize if you do this, you're gonna cut power to the entire place.
Yeah.
And you're like, maybe that's not the best idea.
Yeah, guys, I don't think I can mess with this one. This isn't hackable. It's kind of just breakable.
Well, in that case, we let Misha and Josie find us a door.
Can I try sticking my paw in the lock and seeing if I can wiggle the
Yeah,
padlock?
you can roll me a criminal, and you'll get 2 because you're using your thieving skills.
I look at my right paw and I switch to my left because my right paw is still sore from the last time.
Oh,
I got a 3 and a 6, and my criminal is 4.
All right. It takes you a while. This lock isn't like anyone you've seen before. You kind of just like, you gnaw on it a little bit, and then eventually you hear this subtle click as it unlocks. And if you like, you can move in appointed a criminal and out of bear. I leave that up to you.
I think I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for people watching, what we're doing is anytime you have 2 successes with a skill, I'm giving them the option to move it around. Because normal rules is like as soon as you succeed, you move it, but being 6 sessions long, that's not really going to work as well. So,
improvise.
yeah, improvise.
I
So
hold
you
up the
do-
lock and I
You
go,
get the padlock off, and the chain kind of falls to the ground.
oh, pick it up and put it around my neck. Look, I'm talented.
That works, Josie.
Extremely, darling. Extremely. So, are we having ourselves a conversation?
Let us go find the red panda.
And you kind of slide the gate open a little bit, just enough so that you guys can slip in, like you don't have it fully open. But you do get in, and you are in the zoo. And right in front of you, you see a large map, very similar to the one that Ursa pulled up, that has a nice little star that, as you look at it, and y'all have like a very basic understanding of human language.
Mhm.
And you kind of look at it, and it looks like it says, "You bear." It's just like right at the entrance of the zoo with a little star on it.
Well, we now know where we are. Let's see if we can find where Clarice is at the moment.
She's in the center, like right in the middle of the zoo.
Okay, so
Really-
then I think we'll let him we'll let Boo Boo find the path, but I think Ursa, maybe you go to that place where the humans like to keep security and hang out, and maybe do you want Misha to go with you?
I don't know. It depends on if there's someone there or not, I guess.
Just in case.
Yeah, all right. Okay, come with me, and then if it's all right, you can go off and try and help everyone else.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Bernadette.
Yes, yes.
Let's go steal one of them little cars you were talking about.
They're
yes,
that way.
this will be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
they're kind
that
of
way.
right near the entrance because it's kind of imply like you get one as soon as you walk in if you want one.
I'll be your wing bear.
Oh, see, this is working so good already. Best
right.
navigator ever. So I imagine that we now park this van at the Uber symbol for like picking up like the Lyft ride station and mosey through, and I'll find like I want one of the golf carts that has a light on it, and I want it to have the back seats so
Yeah.
that like they can sit facing backwards.
Mhm.
And this one needs to absolutely be an electric one, not one of the engine ones. And oh, look, the keys right there in it. They are so friendly. They just leave you the key to go. We're good.
Perfect. Let's do this.
Now here we do not have the seat belt, so you will have to hold on if we have to go zoom zoom.
Josie grabs gets on the back, grabs onto the pole, doesn't sit down, has the chain that she got off the gate in the hand, and she starts swinging it in circles. Let's go.
Okay.
God.
I press it and the little
All right, give me a drive roll. So a criminal that you get to, because this is a completely new vehicle that you're trying to learn on the
Oh
fly.
yeah. What do we have? Oh wait. Oh, I have a 3 and a 4.
I think you still succeed.
Yeah.
What's your criminal?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you're
right, because because
Yeah.
I was at 3 and 4. Okay, that works. Yeah, because I was at 3 bear and 4 criminal, so I still meet it.
So
So
it
yeah.
kind of takes you a little bit of, but then eventually you get into the rhythm of it.
And those electric
Start
ones are so bad.
zooming
It's like instant, like
Yeah, like you get to a slight slope of a hill and you kind of are like really stomping on the pedal to get it to go, but then eventually it's just and starts taking off.
She doesn't notice. She doesn't notice the first time it like stalls. Josie flops on the ground, gets up, oops, jumps back on.
Josie, be careful. The chain is throwing us off balance.
You got
It's
this.
more in the middle.
Y'all have fun.
Bye.
Boo Boo, did we give them a phone?
No. But
You
did
look
it-
at the
but it-
van
but
and
it-
Bernadette's phone is sitting on the dash.
God.
So Bernadette and Josie take off, not quite knowing where they're actually going since Boo Boo was going to do the path. They're just kind of zooming through the zoo.
Well, no,
This
they're
is
the
going to be so
distraction.
much fun.
No, they're the distraction.
Ursa and
let's
Misha.
let's take a stroll to the panda cage.
Ursa and Misha, you guys split off before the golf cart fiasco happens. And Ursa, you remember where you can find the security thing, and as you get closer to it, you see that there are lights on inside the building.
Oh crap! There are people there. And like Ursa goes to try and hide behind like a shrub, but she's a panda. She's quite large. She's not as small as Misha.
She kind of like covers her face, like if I can't see them, they can't see me.
Bear
type of
logic. It
deal.
makes perfect sense. Like
Just like Kronk Emperor's New Groove style.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
And there is a door leading into the building that has a word written on it. You're pretty sure that says security, but the humans have that weird little squiggle letters. Can't quite think, but you're pretty sure that's the right place.
okay. It either says snacks or security. Either way is good. It's where we want. I think it's a good idea. But I don't know if I'm very sneaky. I could try and like I think Ursa presses herself down to the floor as much as she can, but she's like got a big panda butt sticking up.
It's kind of like scooting across the ground.
Yeah. So she's like, I don't know if you could sneak up and have a look. I'll try and what do you think? What should we do?
I can sneak in and potentially dispose of anyone looking at us. Not permanently, but at least make them not be able to see us for a little bit.
Oh boy, are you talking about taking out the eyeballs? What are you talking about here?
Oh no, just knock them out is fine.
Okay,
I'm gonna silent. You'll kill me. I just imagine her freaking out, like you're gonna poke their eye. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't. I'm just gonna be honest. I mostly only eat bamboo. I don't know if I'll handle it real well. If there's any blood or anything.
I suggest you turn around just in case.
All right, I guess if you try and either scare them away or take them out in a non-permanent, non-bloody fashion, that would be real good. But I don't know. Oh, should we just make some noises and see if they come over? Like, if you think taking them out's the best bet, I'll just wait right here.
I will sneak in and see what we're working with first.
Okay, well, I guess just give a howl if you need me.
I will let you know.
Okay, I mean, I guess if worst comes to worst, I'll just pretend the legs are like bamboo and I'll give him a chomp.
All right, let's go.
All right, Misha, you make your way over towards the door, and you go to reach for the handle. You can't quite reach it. It's just slightly out of your reach. And it's one of those weird circle knobs that those humans use.
Ursa, can I get slight boost?
Okay. And then Ursa continuing to try and press herself to the ground. It's like shuffling forward. And they're like, her front half is real far down, but her butt is just up in the air. And she's just like shuffling forward and like kind of sneaks up under by the door so that Misha can like climb up and have a better chance at this door.
Just like really ashamed. Just steps up. Thank you.
Okay, you step up and you get your little honey badger paws on the door. And it takes you a while to kind of like work it because you're like, I don't have thumbs. What is this? And eventually you kind of get it just leveraged enough that the door slowly like opens just a crack.
Right. I nod at Ursa to like basically tell her to like back up behind where the doorway is.
Yeah, and I like scoot away. Just
and I peek in to see if there's anyone in the room.
So when you peek your head in, you see that first there's kind of like a small, kind of like an entry room. Like you see some coats hanging up, and then looking through another little further down into next doorway, You do see somebody who's sitting at a desk, but they have their back turned to you.
Can I reach the coats from where I'm at right now? Like, how big are the coats?
They're kind of longer coats. You'd have to actually go inside to get them. Like, you're still kind of outside poking your head in, just kind of surveying everything. But if you go in and you kind of jump a little bit, you could probably grab one.
Would I be able to... I'd like to roll to try to grab one without making a ton of noise.
Yeah, roll me a criminal.
Okay. Please. 4. I don't make it. God!
You made it to grab the coat. And then you hear a slight ripping noise.
No!
And you fall onto your back, and the coat falls on top of you. And you hear the chair squeak as it turns around. You just hear this voice. What? How the hell did that fall off? And you hear footsteps coming towards you.
Is it like bulked up on top of me?
Yeah, like you can't be seen. Like it's completely covering you.
I'm gonna do whatever I can to like sneakily move my arms to go into the armholes and just brace myself.
Okay, you very slowly manage to get your arms through just as the guy comes over, grabs the jacket, and starts to pick it up. And I want you to roll me a bear to make sure you can hang on as you're being hung back up on the wall.
Okay.
I'm so done here. This is the best visual ever.
She's just about to get up.
Oh, no.
Your claws slip and you just fall out of the coat.
God.
On the ground right in front of him, and he looks down and sees you, and there's like that moment of where you're just both staring at each other because he was not expecting, like it was odd because the coat felt a little heavier than normal as he was picking it up, but then suddenly this honey badger just drops.
Freeze
Would it
frame.
be fair
Bum,
or
bum,
criminal?
bum, 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 ba-da-da-da.
It's like that anime moment where they just like look at each other.
If I stay really, really still, would I be a convincing hat? Much like a raccoon hat?
You would have to... Okay, so roll me...
Roll at disadvantage.
Yeah. Roll a criminal at disadvantage because you were falling. So to see if you have enough time before you hit the ground to like curl up into a little ball.
I'm so torn between having my mic muted so that I'm not over dying here, but by the same token, like I want people to know how much I'm dying here.
I'm torn between wanting this to work and not wanting this to work.
No, it didn't make. The highest was a 4.
So you try to, but then like you kind of just hit awkwardly. You kind of hurt your shoulder a little bit, so you're it kind of sprawl out.
I was gonna say, so like sprawling out, like
yeah.
probably like one of your French girls kind of.
Yeah, like you're kind of in that pose, and he's just looking down because this has thrown him completely off.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to yell for Ursa. Like,
I was wondering.
Okay, so
Ursa!
You yell out for Ursa, but all this guy hears is just this noise, and he starts to reach for his walkie-talkie, and then reaching for something else behind him that you can't see what it is.
Ursa comes running in and just tries to put her full panda weight on this dude. Just tries to like bear hug him, just land on him, take him down with her.
Roll me a bear.
She's shit. She's not good at physical stuff. Oh, and I can only roll 1. Shit, that's not good. I rolled a 1.
So
really good at just being big and heavy and landing on things.
you gotta just like full body leap. It is kind of in slow motion as he turns. You see this giant panda cub who just fully lands on him and tackles him to the ground. It is walkie-talkie, and then you see another thing comes sprawling out of his hand and starts to skitter across the floor as you're just laying fully on him with full panda weight.
It's like the Kung Fu Panda belly flop attack, where it's like,
Yeah. I mean, you're also like slightly crushing him because you're a heavy panda.
This is just laying here on him like
slam attack.
Versus just like spread eagle laying on this guy.
Misha, this is not. I don't normally go out. What are we doing?
Misha goes and runs and gets whatever like clattered to the floor.
He was gonna use his phone on you.
You pick it up and it looks familiar because it looks like those loud things that humans use that they point at things and it makes a loud boom. But it looks a little different.
Does it look like it has like a little trap door on the end?
A trap door.
Yeah, like little things that will pop back out.
Like a taser.
Like it.
No, it's not a taser. It's similar. Roll me a criminal to see if you know what this is.
Oh my god. It's a 5. No.
All right. It's a little.
Misha knows nothing.
So you recognize it as like a little gun thing. But it doesn't look like it looks like you load something else into it. Because normally, humans load things from the bottom. This looks like it's something that's loaded in the top. And it looks like there's like something already ready in it.
Misha goes to hide it. Just puts it in a random drawer that Misha can reach, and then
Alright, so you hide it away, and Ursa is still laying on this guy who now is trying to like get her off of him. But since you did roll a 1 with the bear, you're still holding him down pretty well, but you don't know how long you can hold him back.
Yeah, I'm just mostly laying on him. Like, I'm kind of reaching for the walkie-talkie to see if it's a better version of a smartphone than what I have. Always looking for a better phone.
Misha just locks eyes with Ursa and goes to grab it again and just says, "Should we risk it?"
I'm scared to move, but also I'm supposed to do stuff on the computers, so I'm not sure. Can you hold him down? Do you think you got this?
I don't think I'm heavy enough, and just like the sheer need of like something to go Misha's way is going to attempt to use whatever was like is going to attempt whatever it was to use whatever it was.
The thing you hid?
Yeah, the thing I hid.
Okay, just don't. What? Okay, I'm gonna look away now.
And just aim it like real close, like close proximity, point blank, to where I don't hit Ursa.
Okay. Ursa will probably have to like move a little bit to get out of the way because she's
her,
like
just like
fully
move,
smothering him.
Yeah, move your left hip so I can hit him in the butt.
Okay, I'm trying. I don't want.
Okay, so you get it and you come up close to it, and you know how these things work, and you've never really used one before, though. So you just kind of pull it, the little trigger thing, and you just hear this, doop, and you see what looks like a little dart sticking out of this guy's.
Thank God. Thank God.
Is there any blood? Can I look up now?
As you look at
And as you look at it, you realize you've seen these before. Like you've seen these be used on other bears. and you know what happens. Like, you know, they kind of puts them to sleep. But this was the first time you ever used one yourself.
But Misha just like pats him, just go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It takes a while, and he's still trying to struggle against Ursa, but eventually he just slowly struggles less, and then eventually just stops moving.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on this one and hope he's sleeping and it's not nothing more.
You
And
just like poke him a little bit.
You gotta just poke him. He doesn't really stir, just still laying there.
okay,
I think we'll be okay.
all right. Ursa finally gets up, but she's really shaken. And I'm gonna go over to the computers and try and like just turn off any security, I guess.
Okay,
Test.
roll me a criminal with 2, since you're not really hacking, but you're trying to figure out how the system works.
Yeah.
So you're like, in a way, hacking.
Ursa just needs to take a breath for a moment. This is more activity than she's used to. All right. Okay. Yeah, I got a 1.
Okay. It takes you a bit, but you do figure out there's like, so there are the security cameras that are set up. You see pretty much the entire zoo. And there's an alarm system, and you see kind of what looks like a kill switch of some sort. It's like you feel like if you see something going wrong, you can probably do something about it.
Mhm.
But as you're looking at the cameras, you do see a golf cart go zooming by one of them. You see Josie swinging a chain in the air. You see Robin and Boo Boo just taking a casually stroll throughout the zoo. And then you do see there are humans walking throughout the zoo with flashlights, kind of like they're roaming security.
Oh shucks, Misha, this isn't good. Oh
All right, and we're gonna cut to see what Bernadette and Josie are up to right now, besides just zooming around.
So please, look, Josie has one. It has one. And my paw goes over, and there's like the little walkie-talkie thing, and she puts it in her paw and gets it, and she holds it up, and she's.
And as you're driving through, you're broadcasting out this bear roaring noise.
And in her mind, she is just singing you the most beautiful little song as we're having fun. We're going to get the honey.
Hey, Bernadette, get close to the cage over there. Drive close. And I take the chain and I like hold it out so it goes clank, 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 across the cage. I don't know what's in it, but I'm just clank, 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 clank.
Oh, don't get it stuck. It will slow us down.
No, I'm gonna wake everybody up.
This is smart. Maybe they will sing with me. Wow.
And we're gonna cut to Robin and Boo Boo. What are you two up to?
I somehow feel, Boo Boo, that we had a failure in our planning. We let.
Look, that just keeps anyone who's on foot around here, the human-wise, after them.
Well, okay.
As long as they don't come towards the center, we're good.
Yeah, I'm sure. And she's gonna text Ursa. Ursa, darling, Bernadette left her phone behind. We have ours if you need to let us know anything. A little smiley face.
And you see all caps coming back. There's humans everywhere. Look out.
And as you get this text, you do see coming, so like you're about to come to an intersection, you see what looks like a flashlight beam of light coming.
And she's just gonna slide her black self, her very sun-bare black with a little brown patch into the dock. Boo Boo, we're about to have some company. Probably need to be a little bit quiet, like.
Yeah, let's see. There's a nice corner right over here. Just goes around this corner between like a couple of cages.
All right, both of you just roll me a criminal to see if you can be hidden enough.
I rolled a 6.
So, Robin, you kind of slink into the shadows a little bit, and you feel you kind of cover the little brown spot on your face just for a little extra protection.
She's got the
Boo-boo.
hat kind of like this.
Yeah. Boo Boo, you're just getting into position when the light just kind of flashes across your face, and you freeze.
Yeah, I got the pork pie pulled down, so it doesn't look as obvious I'm a bear.
You just hear his voice call out, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna do the thing humans do and just put my hands up.
You put your... So I want you to roll me a... Are you just putting your hands up like you're surrendering, or are you trying to do anything in particular?
I won't make it look like I'm surrendering, but
Okay.
If he comes too close, I'm gonna go all bear on him.
Okay. And he kind of just reaches for his walkie-talkie to hear him click and say, guys, I found somebody in here. Come over. He kind of looks around. We're near the zebras. Here's in the distance just this roaring noise. And he starts to like slowly walk towards you, Boo Boo.
So, because we split on opposite sides of the path, am I
Mhm.
behind him?
Yeah, like you would be able to come up behind the security guy as they're coming towards Boo Boo.
I'm just watching Boo Boo and going, let me know when you need help.
And he's kind of keeps coming forward. Not like he just has his light shining on you, but he hasn't done anything aggressive towards you yet. Like he's kind of just like, you're not doing anything yet, so he's not trying to stop you or like interfere with you.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to get close enough that I can pounce on him.
And he does get pretty much right up to where you are.
Bear flop.
All right, roll me a bear.
2.
Yeah, and you just kind of like, you try to flop, and your paw just comes down and just nails him on the top of the head, and he crumples like a rag doll onto the ground.
I pat him on the head. Make sure he's still alive.
He's still alive, but you probably hurt him.
No,
Pretty bad.
that's part of the nature of the game.
But yeah,
I'm gonna move his walkie-talkie away, throw it into the cage with the zebras.
okay.
We could have used that.
Yes, but the humans can also hear us when we use that too, so and probably find us with it.
All right. Well, maybe he wants to. Are the zebras awake?
No, they're sleeping.
Because I mean, they're technically nocturnal.
I don't know zebras. Okay, then they're awake. I
And
don't
she
know
should-
anything about zebras.
Most Serengeti animals are actually nocturnal. It's great.
Okay,
Um,
good to know.
Random information in my head.
The more you know.
Yeah, Serengeti's really hot, so most animals bunk down for the day. About dusk and dawn, go get water, and at night they roam around.
My knowledge is limited to what happened in The Lion King, and they were awake during the day. So
It's okay. She's gonna just kind of top on the grate. I'm sorry to be a bother, but do you mind if we put him in with you for right now?
the zebras kind of look at you, and all you hear is just like them talking to themselves in zebra.
Believe it or not, zebras actually sound kind of like
Yeah,
that.
like
Weird.
that,
You know?
the zebra noise. So
Yes or no?
they're just kind of looking at you confused, because it's kind of like you're speaking Italian and they're speaking Portuguese. Like you don't know what the other is saying.
And she's gonna use once him, it's you.
You see
Okay.
As much as the zebra can shrug, they shrug.
All right, Boo Boo, why don't we put him in there?
All right, 1 second. I make sure he doesn't have anything else on him.
You find like a key ring
Oh,
and
that's useful.
a can that you can't quite figure out what it is just by looking at it. Like if you look at it later, you may be able to figure out, but that's pretty much all he has on him.
That's the can to my.
Well, I can put it in my
Okay.
bag.
I got the key ring in my hat.
All right, well, just shove him.
Yeah, are you gonna like shove him, or are you trying to like
I'll
hoist
just-
him over?
We're gonna like
Let him roll in.
Okay,
let him roll in.
you manage to get him in, and he kind of rolls down into this little embankment. Like they kind of have like almost like a trench at the front to kind of help protect people. So he kind of just rolls down into there.
Have a good nap. All right then. Well, and she goes, and Ursa, can you let us know when they start getting close to us? Please and thank you.
And Urza, you notice that the humans are all they were all kind of like walking randomly, but now it looks like they're kind of walking somewhere. And the way like the cameras are set up, you can't get a good grasp on like where they're all heading.
Yeah, they might all be heading towards the zebras. That's what that dude said, right?
Well, then we shouldn't be anywhere near these zebras, should we, Boo Boo?
Nope.
Let's go.
All right. And where are you two heading? Straight for the red pandas?
Oh yes,
Okay.
we're on the time clock now.
So you start making your way a little more hesitating because of the fact that, you know now for sure that there are humans about. But you don't run into any of them. And you do make it to the enclosure that has a picture of what you know to be a red panda on it. And it's kind of this I can't think of how to describe it. It's kind of like covered a little bit. Like there's just these tall vertical bars kind of in a circle around it. There's a
Mhm.
tree in the middle, and as you look in, you see there's about 6 or 7 red pandas in here.
Boo Boo, I believe you brought the keys with you.
Yeah, let's get the attention of the one we need first.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm
You see them
sorry to be
all
a
look
bother,
over.
but we need to speak with the Lady Clarice on a somewhat urgent matter.
And you kind of look, and none of them seem to be reacting. And then
Show him the honey.
you see them all kind of just look at you. And all of a sudden, you just see this shadow drop from the ceiling and land right in front of you and look up. My honey.
Hello, Medea. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I don't believe we've been formally introduced. I currently answer to the name of one Robin Snare. The gentleman to my right is Boo Boo. Unfortunately, your honey, well, it's attracted certain attention.
Is not my honey. Is
It's
honey
not.
of FBI.
Indeed, and apparently they've attracted the attention and were willing to implore certain people to find out where it went missing.
I know exactly where it went missing.
Would you care to share it with us? Not that we would let anybody know where we got that information.
Funny place.
Well, I can happily say I'm willing to negotiate most things, as long as I don't have to deal with any weasels.
She kind of chuckles. Those weasels, idiots. That's why I
Indeed.
use them for distraction.
You did a wonderful job. It was quite entertaining. I really should let Misha eat their tails.
They are harmless.
Mm. But apparently the Fuzz does want that information and are willing to pay for it.
How
With a
much
signi-
money?
Well, my going rate plus expenses plus samples.
You give me this, I tell you what you want.
And she'll glance over to Boo Boo.
We don't really need it.
I have the scent now.
She kind of reaches through the bars and takes it, sniffs it, opens it up and goes, and just drinks it very quickly,
Mhm.
caps it back, chucks it over to you. Now I got what I want. And she kind of runs back into the enclosure. And as she does, all the other red pandas get up. And they all swarm around her. And they all start kind of running around in a circle and then all split off.
Hey, Miss Clarice, honey, I thought I might let you know. You done drank it now. I can smell it. I can smell it, individuals, and I know exactly which one of you is which. So,
And as you
I
take
was-
a deep breath in, they all smell like honey.
they all
And
smell like the
that's-
same thing.
They all smell like the exact same thing. And that's where we're going to end for this week. Oh, I wasn't going to make it easy on you.
Oh, I know that. Oh, I'm sure.
All right. And that's where we'll end for today.
Oh man.
So many shenanigans happened. Poor Misha cannot roll anything.
Misha's rolls. The rolls are really the ones of a rookie. I like
Truly embracing the character.
embracing the character. The fate of the dice is really really helping with that role play.
Mhm. All right, and we'll go around if anybody has any plugs they want to make, anything like that. So we'll start with Reen.
Oh gosh, look at you catching me off guard, and I'm trying to like type in chat and be social. Yeah. Hi, I'm Fairy Reen on Twitter and most of the social medias. You can find me there and at Geeky Bugbear. That's our little fun thing that we do. And this has been an absolute joy and tickle. I have loved this so much. I can't even properly express, like, for reals. I'm not even being corny here. I'm like dead serious. This is amazing. For those of y'all that appreciate it, yes, that is Yang. That is our message of today. Spay and neuter your pets. We found out very expensively because we weren't breeding her and she had not been spayed. She developed female puppy problems and had to have emergency surgery that wound up costing us almost $1,000. Surprise that you have to pay for your dog to live. So yeah. Spay your pets, man. I don't care. $75 is a whole lot easier to come up with than $1,000. Okay. That's my message today. Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
And
Jess.
move your pets.
Jess, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Jess, Echo_JG on Twitch and Twitter. And I mean, I play games, I stream RPGs when I can, and today a bunch of us nerds of Critical Role, fans of Critical Role, do a podcast called Critical Reroll. So there's that, and I'm excited for more bear shenanigans next week.
All right. Andy.
I'm Andy, Ubiquitous Chicken on Twitter. This is currently the only thing I have going right now, so you'll see me next week and the following 4 weeks doing more and more bear shenanigans, but you'll occasionally see me doing random cosplay, especially for the Adventure Zone. So,
All right. Deirdre.
Hi, y'all. You know me. I'm at Deirdre Donlin on Twitter or Praxagorthesmiophoria, as you see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. I have a couple things. Later tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm over on the Shattered Eye as we have some wonderful family drama and wonderful death and dismemberment. And then Mondays, I'm over on Wandering DM for some dark matter which is the Mage Hand Press's sci-fi expansion for 5e. Lots of fun. And then Saturdays, I'm over on back on Unmade Gaming, where I run a Western Pulp Cthulhu game, and we had our first charity stream last night. For the Trevor Project, it went really well. Thank you everybody who came out for that. And one last thing, because you may have seen me posting about it on Twitter, and I'm really, really happy and excited. The Uncaged anthology was release date was published, and for Volume 1 is coming March 12th. And someone might have an adventure in Volume 1 coming out, so I'm really excited about that. It's all the it's all 4 volumes. It'll be 130 rough adventures with 110 individual art pieces, 110 artists contributing. It's feminist reimaginings of the female monsters from the Monster Manual. So when you get it, see what you think. Lots of fun things. But yeah, that's me.
All right, Jeanette.
Hey, it's me. Hi, you can find me on Twitter at JEBriggs79. On Saturday afternoons, you can find me from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time over on Power Score RPG, playing some Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and we're going to be transitioning into Dungeon of the Mad Mage pretty soon. And then you can find me on my channel at Uncanny_Adventures, where I run D&D 5e, and I'm running a Cthulhu game, also in Western, every other Monday night that Jamie's playing in. And it's at 7 p.m. every other Monday on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures. That's kind of what I'm doing.
All right, and last but not least, Conti.
I'm Lord Conti. You can call me Lord. You can call me Conti. You can call me Cody. I randomly play video games, but not right now because my job. Figure it's a good idea to work me 7 days a week until further notice.
Isn't that always so much fun?
Oh yeah,
So much fun.
paychecks are gonna be nice, but yeah.
Yep, and I'm Jamie, your bear master, bear wrangler in the sky, as we continue in Mission ImBEARable to see if we can figure out what's going on with all this honey. You can find me on Jeanette's channel for Call of Cthulhu, The Wretched West. We will be playing 1 week from tomorrow, and she's literally just throwing every cryptid possible at us, so I don't even know what's about to happen, because we dealt with Sasquatch and flying bug things and zombies and ghosts and Vikings. So it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like my kind of place. I
Yeah.
dig it.
And you can follow me on Twitter. My handle has been flashing across the bottom of the screen throughout the whole game. And otherwise, I think that's it. I had a lot of fun. I was so torn between wanting Misha to succeed and for Misha to fail.
God.
I know.
Because
It's a beautiful.
I'm like, if they succeed, it'll be great. If they don't, it will also be great.
I love that it went from being in the jacket to trying to be a hat.
Morph. Misha saw
Like-
a Transformer commercial, and so she's like, I need to morph. I'm now a hat.
Yeah. It's just like, soup.
And the panda flop.
Yeah, and then
The panda flop was good too.
God,
Panda flop was
Misha, he is a mess. Misha, he is a giant mess.
It's okay. He's a rookie. This is probably like his first real mission.
We're so
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's a lot of fun. You can catch us on this channel next week, noon Eastern time, for the continuation of Mission ImBEARable.